this is Watch News. My name is Chuck. Yes, I'm bringing back Watch News. Yes, I'm making it YouTube specific because I don't feel like editing down my videos for 2-minute content for specific channels anymore for this kind of content. So just, and for this update, I'm not wearing suits anymore, mostly because my suit is in storage, and yes, I only own one suit. Anyway, How Time reports that there are 2 new Grand Seiko releases scheduled for 2024. And Grand Seiko, never a brand that enables your wallet to let its guard down, has released the SBG W301 and 305 respectively. Yeah, sorry, I'm never gonna try and remember a string of numbers and letters. This isn't a CAPTCHA. And you know, technically you can tell your relatives you haven't bought a new watch this year, you know, so technically, I'm just saying. That's a whole new budget, Mom. At first glance, these watches are gorgeous. But I do have one thing to say to Grand Seiko. Just, come here for a second, come here for a second. Who do you think you are making a pair of watches that matches my personal style so perfectly? You don't think I see what you're doing? I'm a faithful man out here. I'm married to my Explorer with a baby Pelagos, neither of which are on my wrist right now because I was just doing dishes. And maybe a sub $2,000 watch on the way? You can't do this to me. Get out of here. I glance at both these watches as all we're getting for now. But for some, that's enough to get them on their list. And really, I can't blame them. I have, and will try, don't laugh, to keep a very small collection, but even these have me questioning my list. And some people may call these watches boring, which I get. They are pretty minimal. And from a typical Grand Seiko watch standpoint, they are like on the more muted side. We're more used to the swirling dials and the intriguing indices, but good God, look how sleek and beautiful these watches are. Meanwhile, Highsnobiety has reported that there is yet another Moonswatch coming by the end of 2023. I don't have a joke for that. I mean, technically, I'm just a little bit faster than your ads and promos inbox of your email that you never check. I'm sure it'll be a fun watch. I'm sure people will buy it. But after all the 2023 watch releases that were kind of trending on the fun side, I'm a little funned out. And don't get me wrong, the state the world is in now, we could use a little fun. But after a bubble dial and a puzzle dial and a crazy intricate sub dial and a punch you in the face with its color dial, I'm a little tired. I need a nap. I don't know what Moonswatch moonphase we're gonna get this time, just like I don't know what kind of moon we're gonna get outside tonight. I mean, every time you hope for a waxing gibbous, but then you get a full moon and then you have a holiday werewolf problem, which is even more of a problem, and it's even worse because your family is visiting from out of town and you don't know who's big. It's just exhausting, you know? It's not a controversial take to say that this was a controversial watch when it came out. I mean, you had some people saying that this was a cheap imitation, and you had other people really excited to get another collectible for their hobby. Some people were saying it was lowering the quality of the brand Omega, while other people were using it as a stepping stone to get into the watch hobby. Me personally, ambivalent. Though if I had my choice of fun Omega watches, I'd just get one with Snoopy on it. But yeah, I'm pretty fatigued by all these fun watch releases of 2023. It's basically like walking back to your house after being at the beach all day. Like, you're pretty tired, you got a little bit burned. Just let me have a quieter 2024, please. And I'm not saying I'm that old grump in the corner that's saying, oh, watches should only be able to tell the time, but like, maybe you're feeling a little bit of the fatigue too. But it's not all bitterness over here. 2023 was a hell of a year for watch releases. Some actual surprises catching us off guard, a few anniversary watches, an heirloom found and then passed on down the family line, and somebody, somewhere, got their very first watch this year. So of course, with all these watch releases, sites around the world are rolling out their tier lists. We're talking top 10 budget watches, top 5 chronos of 2023, top 10 pandas, top 5 watches under $300, the top wrist shots and wrists of 2023, and the top 10 and 10 and 2 shots of 2023. Me, I wanted to highlight one of the standouts of this year, Salmon dials. They came out of nowhere, they dominated, and they continue to dominate. It was the year of Salmon dials. It's actually been like the past 5 years, but I'm using my COVID get out of free pass to like kind of hand wave that fact away. All that being said, I think it's their time to shine even further. So here are Chuck's 5 2023 Salmon dial watches. From the past 5 years, I've been really distracted, okay? In no particular order, by the way. The Baltic MR01 Salmon dial. It's just an instant classic. It's curvy, it's a sexy watch, it's got such a unique design with those Arabic numerals and that minute dial. Just good job, Baltic. I put this one in the oven, the IWC Portugueser. Now this is me paying a little bit of penance for selling my IWC Petite Prince about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, just a little bit. But it's also a super clean dial with a great use of ergonomics. Definitely deserving of the dressiest salmon watch. 10 out of 10 would serve with a salad. The Oris Pro Pilot. It's a different shade. I think I'm colorblind. But taking the minimal design in the opposite direction, it's got sharper edges and a date window that you barely notice. So, you know, top tier, A+, would put in a reserve spot of my barbecue rack. The JLC, just, whew, are you kidding me? Blue ribbon, just put it in the frying pan. Now, admittedly, this was a fight to get a last one on here, and this was kind of a struggle for me personally. But I went with the Patek Philippe, the Chronograph 5172G. Of the dials that weren't up my alley or my style, aggressively minimalistic, this one had some balance on the dial. I mean, I wish the hands were blue or something, and the fact that they used the term rose gold in their advertising rather than salmon made me roll my eyes, but you know, for what it's worth, solid. Gold star for you, Patek. We're gonna poach your salmon. I also really don't know how to poach salmon, so where are my chef people at? Because I don't want to read the article on how the chef cured their acne 10 years ago, and now every time it rains, they served poached salmon. I don't have time for that. So yeah, that's the watch news for this week. See you next time.